Birds can be difficult to see for a variety of reasons. One of those reasons is if the bird lives a long way away from where you are, or a long way away from where anybody is, it's expensive to get there or difficult to get there for some reason. The second reason is if the bird itself is rare, so even when you get to its habitat there are very few of them and they're widely distributed, so you don't come across them very often. And the third reason is if the bird has some ecological adaptation that makes it difficult to see even when you get to the right place. So it's either nocturnal, it's flightless, it lives in dense habitat, it doesn't call very readily, or some characteristic that makes it hard to find. And the birds that interest me the most are the ones that check all three boxes. Okay, here we go. First leg, flying to Amsterdam from Washington Dulles International Airport, and then tomorrow morning I'll fly on from Amsterdam to Geneva, pick up a rental car, and I'm going to hit the mountains, so wish me luck. So far things aren't going too well. My main bag with all of my cold weather gear was lost between Amsterdam and Geneva. So thanks to my friend Bill, I've got a hat and a fleece but no gloves. And the trail is pretty much snowed out and we've got cloud and rain. So it's pretty tough conditions right now. I'm going to show you what it looks like from here. I'm going to carry on this trail a bit and see what we can find, if anything, and hope the conditions stay not worse than this. Kind of like that sign. Anyway, we're a fair ways in on the trail now. Still no sign of any hazel grouse. That's what we're coming along. We should have snowshoes on this, but we don't have snowshoes, so we'll work with what we got. I'm going to keep going here. Hopefully we'll find a grouse soon. Okay, I've just seen a hazel grouse, and it's flown somewhere into this area in front of me. I did not get a photograph, unfortunately. Got the camera up, but the bird went into a dip and then it flew. It was behind a tree. I just could not get a picture off, but we saw it quite well against the snow. It's a male with a nice black throat, and got a really good look at it, but could not get my camera on the bird, so I'm hoping that it's still somewhere just in front of me in this area. I hope. It looks really good. It's got nice branches down to the ground, provide some roosting cover. Okay, so getting up to the ridge and see what we get here. The snow's really deep. Work back down this way. Whoa! Okay, that was a little bit steep there, and my camera lens got totally covered in snow, so hopefully there's not going to be any condensation in the camera. We'll see. Still looking around to see if that grouse is moving in front of me. Well, you're now looking at hazel grouse habitat, because this is where the bird was, right in this area in front of me, just a few minutes ago. And if I'd been standing here, I would have gotten unbelievable photographs. But unfortunately, I was about 50 yards away to the left. While we didn't get a photograph of the grouse itself, it did leave something behind.
Like a tiny feathered Bigfoot of the French Jura, Bill was able to photograph these Hazel Grouse tracks, the only thing that we have to prove the bird was there at all. Bill, we've just succeeded in doing something in birding that very few people that I know have done, seemingly with a fair bit of luck there, just catching the bird as we were returning. And so what did you think of that? Did you get a good look at it?
I got a decent look at its cloaca, I think. usually when I go on these trips to find something that's hard to find, it is, and I don't find it, so I wasn't bad luck for you today, and that's a good thing.
There was amazing views of that bird, really, considering, I mean, very often people just see the bird fly up, and we actually saw it in the snow on the ground, which was something else.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. It did get spooked. They're pretty wary, it looks like, but it hung around for a bit.
It's another nice view across the Jura. Really feel like we scored in overtime there. So we got some crested tits and gold crest calling right around here. Got a few other birds like coal tit, nuthatch, one or two other species, common raven. So a few other birds, but for the most part these forests are fairly quiet at this time of year. So we basically got lucky with our main quarry.